What a week. This week tested most traders' emotions, discipline, and trading psychology. This week, we were able to stay on top and we stick to our plan that we had entirely for the week. Though we had some couple of losses, but we still came up on top. And in this video, I will explain to you guys the entire trade we placed and how we were able to stay on top this week. But before I continue, guys, if you're new to the page, please give us a like, subscribe, and turn off your notifications so you don't miss out on great videos. If you're interested in joining the community, you can just click the link below so you join the winning team so we can keep making money. So let's go straight to the video, guys. Okay, guys, before I go to the chart and start showing you each trade I placed, I need to just run you down on what exactly I was looking for this week, plan on hard, and how I plan to execute it when I see the trade. I can see on my chart I have this illustration drawn. You can see candles, and this is exactly what I'm looking for. So I'm looking for a strong bullish close above the resistance level or a bearish close below a support level. So what I needed for me to execute the trade is that if I see a strong close like this, I need price to do like a retest of the broken structure, like a break and retest. And the moment price start flipping bullish, that's where I look to go long at the break of the previous high. And most time I put my stop loss below the structure or below the structure, depending on how big the stop loss is. So if I see a different thing at this level, price likely close below the structure like this, and have a bearish close below the structure, then I'll consider this a fake out, and most likely I'll look for price to just retest the structure. And when price be below the structure, I'll look to go for shorts. And same thing, but if I cannot get the short and price close strong bullish and strong bearish below the structure, and I get to retest, the same thing for the buys, and I look to go short. The same thing for buys as well. If price close strong bearish and close back into the zone, then I'll consider this too as a fake out for price to probably push up. Then I'll look for the reversal for price to retest the level, then buy at the top for price to keep pushing up. So this is exactly what I was looking for in the market this week. And let's exactly look at our chart and let's see if it's the same setup I was able to place when I got opportunity in the market to trade this week. So give me a second, let me clear this off. Now let's go over to our chart. Now our first trade was on Tuesday. On Monday, I don't know what's going on in the market, but it just had like a massive drop. Price was dropping. I got several opportunities, but when I was not active when they happened. If I was active, probably I've been in this sell and I've got a lot of move. Not all, or a decent move, but I was not active. So I just told the team that it should stay off. Let's just allow price play out because the market was crazy. Almost all the pairs were just dropping on Monday. So I just needed to be, it's better to be safe than to regret. So I have to stay safe. So on Tuesday, that was our first trade in the market. This was a sell on gold, and this was exactly where I got into my sell from. The sell was the moment price after the strong bearish close in the market. This was around pre-London. I saw a strong bearish close below the structure. I get this price to just retest. The moment I saw the retest, the break of his current low. That was where I went for shorts. I just put my stop loss above. There was a 5-minute structure here. That's why I put my stop loss. So the moment I saw around 10, I told the team to probably move that stop loss to break even. And when it got to like 15, I told them to close some partial position. And instantly we saw like 30 pips. That was where I closed. I closed like 80% or 90%. I allowed runners to run, but eventually the runners came back and stopped me at break even. So this trade, I was expecting price to probably my runners to just run about 100 pips because of this range I was seeing here. This is a clean range where price can drive. Clean candles here. Like 1, 2, 3 candles. So I expect price to probably drive and fill up this place, but the market wasn't ready for me. So he moved back up, and when price broke above the structure, I was anticipating okay, probably price will drive and continue pushing upward. But on the 30 minutes and the 15 minutes, price closed back as strong bearish candle. And in 30 minutes, this is exactly how the 30 minutes close. and let it load up. So this was exactly how the 30 minutes. Where is it? Okay. This was exactly how the 30 minutes candle closed. You can see how it closed. Yeah. So this is enough rejection for me. I just feel like since the 15 minutes closed above and the other 15 minutes closed back below, so I consider it a fake out. And I was just anticipating price probably continue pushing downward. I just put a tight stop loss. I had like a 20 pip stop, if I remember vividly. So the 20 pip stop loss, and price activated me long, and I actually won the group. That this trade was a more risky trade than the previous. That if you had the win already, that you have not placed a trade yet, risks lower money on this trade. I just left a message there, and the trade reversed. Stop loss has instantly went back up. I just left it. We placed around 3 trades on Monday. Our third trade was doing New York section, and I told the group that this is like a recovery trade from the loss we took. We already see up for the day. So I just told them, what's up? I'm going for shorts. Let me go to the 15 minutes if we're going to see the entry properly on the 15 minutes. So the entry, our third entry was similar to our first entry, which was a breakout and continuation. So this was the trade. This is what I got in the trade form. This was the sell, and we got around 30 pip. So this was the drop. It was an easy trade, made money, and I was done for the day. Moving on to Wednesday. Wednesday we had two opportunities in the market. It was a buy and a sell. The first sell came in. I'm going to show you guys how I would have managed this trade, but I did not manage it that way, and I end up losing money, but I came on top. But I didn't know I managed to trade more. I would have made more profit for the week. But the trade was a sell. My first trade was a sell, and the reason why I entered it because price created level. This first of all, from this top, yeah, I consider this a fake out. Price couldn't continue pushing upward, so this is a fake out. And price came back and closed below at a level of support and below this level of resistance as well. So this indicates that okay, price likely will continue pushing downwards. And I had this clean candle here that I expected price to probably cover. Well, reverse was the case. Price didn't want to move. We saw now this was the thing that I said I would have managed the trade properly. We actually saw 10 people in this market. Price came down. Okay, not 10 but 9. So at 9 people, probably I would have told, if I did not tell the market people to break even, probably I would have adjusted my stop loss to this low, and my stop loss will be like 9 people now from the initial 29 people, because this candle has broke this previous low and this previous 4 hours low. So at this point I expected price to probably keep driving them downwards, but this wasn't well managed. Price came back up and hit our stop loss, which I was okay with. But next time, if I was to go back in time and see how I would have managed this trade, probably I would have closed partials. If not all, probably I'll close partials here, because there might be a possibility that price wants to probably do a deep retracement to set this level here before coming downwards. So probably I would have closed maybe 50% of my positions there. Then probably the less would have stopped me out. And our second entry was off the 30 minutes. Now it was like the fake out entry. Since price fails to break and continue moving downwards, definitely you want to go the other direction. So our trade was a buy, sorry. Our trade was a buy, and this was the buy here. Yeah, it was the break of the previous 30 minutes. Now the entry reason was, like I said, fake out 30 minutes closing back into the zone. So I expected price to keep pushing upwards, and I just put my entry when price break below this 30 minutes. I don't expect it to come back down. Put my stop loss this 30 minutes, 15 minutes candle. That was why I put my stop loss below the structure. So price came up, we got around 20, 30 p. People recovered that money back from the trade, and that was it. It was a beautiful trade. Then moving over to our last trade was on Friday. We had 2 trades on Friday, but me personally, I took just one because I already up for the week. It was the first trade I placed. But I got some messages. People just said they didn't catch the first trade. I said, okay, I'm still active. So whenever I see a setup in the market, I'm not going to enter the trade, but I'm going to send it out, because If I say setup, definitely is a plus setup. I don't just enter random trades. So the setup was a fake out continuation, was basically bullish continuation because the price is obviously bullish. Now the initial trade I would have entered was be around here, but since I wasn't active this time, I said okay, since it's seeing the same structure and price broke above this level here, so I suspect that the price break this high, but because this was exactly the London Open, price break this high, I expect it to drive, and that's exactly what price did. We just predict what's going to happen, and this is because I've seen this thing reoccur several times. So the moment I saw price break this high, I placed, it was a limit, stop loss was below here 20 pip, and price moved up, made some money. I think I closed around 30 pip or so. I closed around 28 pip to be exact, and people made money. So the second trade was New York session, was more like break, and it says price break above the structure, coming back down, leaving a long weak rejection like an initial candle. And if you know something about initial candle, if you can't close initial and it breaks it on high or low, know that the tendency of it driving that direction is very high. So that's exactly what I did. And in 15 minutes there was lots of weak rejection and price failing to break a particular level. So this is it. See, one candle, 2, 3, after 3 rejection. So I just put my buy stop above the structure and expected it to drive. So the moment I even saw the 15-minute close strong bullish, I was sure that this price, the market was going to push upward, and that's exactly what price is. Price pushed upward, and we're able to make money for the week. We end up making money. We closed the week around 75 pip. Because I'm a scalper, I tend to chase around 15, 20, 30 pip move. That was exactly how we basically ended the week. But I'm going to do it just a quick analysis for the week to see the where gold will likely move to this week, and that's it. So looking at our weekly candle, weekly and week bearish, but the week bearish is above distance level. So if it's one thing I know about week rejection, if price, all I know is that if the new weekly candle breaks this high, there's tendency that price will drive upward. But like I said, I predicted a bullish candle for the new week, but price came down when the break is on low. I'm not the mover of the market. I just predict what I see in the market, and price will play its own part. Now looking at our daily, the previous day barely have a bottom week, so this means that this candle might likely come back to create a bottom week. I don't know, but regardless, since there's no bottom week, we could probably expect price to move bearish. Now looking at the 4-hour candle, let's see, load up. There's not much to be said, only that we have a range here, and it can still with no bottom week where price can likely recover from. So all I need price to do, price already give me a level of resistance, which is good. And on the 1-hour time frame, let's see what's price doing in the 1-hour time frame. Yeah, on the 1-hour time frame, simple. If price should break above this high, like a strong bullish candle close above this high, for those people that trade Asian section, so this is like the setup for you. If price should break above this high, actually this clean candle on the left hand side, wait for a retest, and the flip of the candle, this is where you need to go long. This is exactly what I see for the markets. So this is where you look to enter your position above when price break above 2435. Yeah, that's the level we're looking at on gold. When price break above that level, that's where you look to go long. So that's it for the week. That's how we're able to come on top for the week. So if you're interested in this video and you like this video, just join the community. And if you're new, just join, just DM me, and we can make some money together. See you guys in the next one, and have a wonderful weekend, and just have a wonderful week as well. A lot of money to be made. Peace.